Perfect. All right. All right, guys, welcome to getting into this coaching info sneak peek. I'm so happy that you are here. And if you are watching the live, please be sure to drop some comments or questions in the chat. And if you are watching the recording, thank you so much for giving us your time. We are all super excited to have you here with us tonight. For me, my name's Catherine, and I have been coaching for 4 years. And like coaching for me has changed my life dramatically. I've lost 50 pounds on my journey, and I have helped 420 people in the last 4 years be able to find a solution that works for them and get results out of it, which is insane to me. Like that is insane to me. So, and the reason why I joined coaching was really for the accountability. I didn't know I didn't stick with things in the past. I would join, I've joined curves, I've joined all these I've joined so many different gyms, and I would join and I would pay the fee. I would go for like a week and then it wouldn't work for my schedule. And that would be that, right? I didn't have that community feeling. I didn't have that support system that kept me showing up. And after a month of doing these workouts, I fell in love with it all, right? I fell in love with the community, fell in love with the boot camp group online, and I thought, why not, right? Why not take it one step further and really be able to stay accountable by sharing my journey online? Because as we all know, right, social media can be this scary thing, but you can also make it work for you, right? And if I'm going to post online that I'm doing something, damn straight I'm doing it. I'm not going to be like, in 1 week, out the next. I'm here, I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to get some results. That's a little bit about my story of why I decided to start coaching. And really, I kept with it because I found so much passion in being able to help others and being able to surround myself with ladies that are like the ladies that are speaking tonight, that are just full of energy, full of positivity, and just ready to give love and for themselves and for others, which is huge. And so tonight I'm going to be talking to you guys about what coaching really is. Like, what is coaching about? How do we get it done? What are we really focusing on, and why I'm doing it, right? So for coaching, there's really 4 key things for coaching. One is being proof the product works. And honestly, like, ultimate accountability, like I said, right? So it's about showing up every day, doing your workouts, sharing that they will work, right? And getting results and using those nutrition programs and leaning into the recipes and all of these amazing tools that were provided. And just being able to enjoy all of the aspects that Beachbody has to offer and really immerse ourselves in that, right? So 100% proof the product works. Number one key part of coaching. Number two is being able to inviting and connecting, right? So it's super important as a coach to invite people to join us, right? If we are doing our own thing and not sharing about it, nobody will know that we have anything to offer, right? So by sharing, by talking to others, right? And it's just really, it's kind of like when you go to a store and you buy a new jacket and you are obsessed with that jacket, you're gonna tell like, oh, where did I get this jacket? Oh, I got it from Winners. It's amazing. I love it so much. You probably won't find it because it's Winners, right? It's all about sharing and letting people know that what we are doing, we are able to share it with them and get them in on it and help them get results too, right? So then next is personal development. That's like our third like thing. And this has been one of the biggest parts for me is personal development, because I did not believe in personal development when I started at all. Even when I started, I was like, I'm good. But once I leaned in and really started, like my number one and like my go-to for when I have new people starting is a book called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. Personal development isn't what we thought it was, right? It's not what you think it is. It's about uplifting yourself. It's about filling your own cup so that you can fill others, right? It's that airline mentality of put your mask on before you help somebody else, right? You need to serve yourself and build yourself up before you can even consider helping another person, right? So I would definitely check that book out. It's like one of my favorites. You can get it on Audible, and your first book on Audible is free. So that's always fantastic. But I would check that one out, because if you need something to help you with your confidence or reaching out to people or just getting started on your own journey, that one is friggin' amazing. It is so good. So it's personal development number 3. And then recognition. This one is the most fun of all of them, because you get to recognize yourself for being amazing. You get to recognize your challengers every day for showing up. You're a cheerleader for these people. You are giving them the inspiration and the motivation that they need to really be able to submit themselves, right? Commit themselves and get themselves the results that you're getting, because you're there cheering them on. And as silly as it might sound, a sweaty selfie post in a boot camp really friggin' works in helping them get their results and making them want to show up. You know, when I don't see one of my girls on that thread, I will tag them and I will call them out, and it brings them back into it, right? It recommits them, it gets them excited again, and it lets them know they're not alone, right? You always have this support system ready and willing to help you. You just have to lean in, right? So that's what's been super huge for me. And leaning in to your why and understanding why you're here is huge, right? Katie's going to be talking about this a little bit at the end, but I want to say, like, for me, I am here because I have a family, right? And I want to show, I have 2 daughters. My second daughter was just born on Friday. And I am here every day working this business because I know that I can give them more. I can give them more in their future with just the positivity that this community brings me. I struggled with that mean girl thought process for so fucking long, and I'm not going to allow that to be an impact on my daughters' lives, right? So I want them to see me as a strong, powerful, kick-ass mom. And that is what I'm doing by being a coach. So for me, like, this business has been life-changing, because I was not that person 4 years ago for my 2-year-old daughter at that time, right? So now she sees me as this fierce fucking mom, who is, at one point she was a coach herself. She was going to be a coach. Now she has aspirations to be one of our super trainers, right? And she gives the most inspirational fucking chats to people. It is amazing. Like, everybody on my team knows her as Coach Hannah, super trainer Hannah. And I am so down for that. I'm so down for her to see that this business, this fitness life, it's not about going to the gym and sweating it out for 3 hours a day. It's about feeling good on the inside, making time for yourself, and really understanding that you are meant to be so much more than you give yourself credit for. So With that being said, I am going to believe that it is Jacqui that's going to be speaking next. Jacqui, if I am correct there, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
There we go. Yes, it's me.
Awesome. All right. So you're going to be talking to us about some hesitations, right?
Yes, and I had a lot, and we hear a
Perfect.
lot, but I'll give you a little of my backstory first. I actually only been coaching 2 years, so not as long as Kat, and I had no intentions on coaching at all. Not until I started to see my results, and I have lost over 30 pounds, but not just 30 pounds of weight, 30 pounds of stress, 30 pounds of anxiety and beating myself up every day and self-hate. And so it goes so much more than just, like you said, sweating it out in a gym, working out. I really want to start coaching to share this opportunity because of this opportunity of diving into my nutrition and working on myself and the personal development, I have become a better mom. I'm more a patient mom because I used to be stressed a lot through when my kids were little, and now they're getting older. I'm like, that's not fair. So I'm more patient. I'm getting along better. Like, just everything is so happier and more positive. I've learned to push negativity out. Um, so yeah, one of my hesitations when I first started was I wasn't gonna have the time. I worked full time Monday to Friday. I left the house a quarter after 6 in the morning, and I didn't get home until 5:30 at night. So I would actually get up at 4:30 every morning. So I would ensure that I would get my workout in, and I would do about 20 minutes of my coaching business. And that is the great thing about this business is you can work it from anywhere. I'm sitting on my back patio right now talking to you guys. Like, it's amazing. Like, if I go camping, I take my phone with me and it's all right there. Everything's done on your phone. So it's so easily accessed. So you don't need to sit in an office at a computer all day. You can go to the beach. We work at cafes all the time. It's so super fun. And you don't have to do it alone either. You can go on work dates. Um, the other thing is you don't have to work at a 9 to 5. I mean, obviously, if you have super major goals you want to hit, you're going to dive and you're going to work your hardest to get there. So you might want to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, but you can work this business in pockets too. So you can break it up through the day, send some invites in the morning and do a post in the afternoon. And you don't have to sit down and have your phone in your face all day. And you can still have so much more time to spend with your family and for yourself too, to make sure you get your workout in. Um, so you can build your business the way you want it too. If you don't want it to be a full-time business, you don't have to have it a full-time business. You can just have it as just your side hustle, and you want to just help a few people a month. That's all you want to handle, and just make a couple extra bucks because you want to pay your credit card payment, or just put gas in your tank to get to work, or for your kids' school lunches. It's how you want to build your business, and that's the great thing. Once I learned that, I was like, oh, I don't have to follow this script. I have to just be me. And it's what I want and about my goals, not about anybody else's goals. So you set your limits and how you want to work it. Um, the other one, and actually I just came across this with my new coach, is she didn't think she knew enough. She wasn't knowledgeable enough about nutrition. She wasn't knowledgeable enough about the workouts. She hasn't really, well, actually, she's seen amazing results now. But when I approached her before, she had just started. She hasn't seen any results. So she didn't think she was able to coach somebody else. And that's the great part. You go on their journey with them. You're not just on your own. You don't have to know everything. We have amazing tools in our coach office. Um, it comes with your coaching fees. So it's a set up coach office with all your links, your tools that you need, everything. There's training. We have weekly team calls which we focus on personal development sometimes, which is those things, ones make me cry every time. um, we learn about new promotions and new launches coming out, like new workout programs, and every program has start here and learning tool videos. So you're never ever left thrown to the wolves. There's always somebody you can ask for help. We have a huge team page that has so many resources on it. It's just so unbelievable, the community. So you never have to know everything, because I don't know everything. I'm still learning every day with this program. I'm learning about new muscles and new ways to eat, and like it's just so mind-blowing. I didn't think I could learn so much and still keep learning. Like, you never stop. It's just unlimited. So you don't have to worry about not knowing enough. You can come into the business not knowing anything, just that you want a change in your life and you're ready, and it's time to be happy and love yourself again and be healthy. Um, so you don't got to worry about that, because I still don't know half the shit. One of my other biggest struggles, and it still is at times, because I am a private person. I have a hard time talking about things I don't like, talking about anything personally in my life. But I am slowly learning there are ways to talk about things, about your struggles and how you get through them. You don't have to talk specifically about what it is, just how you're getting through them. And my best advice for social media is just do it. Because if you don't do it and you're never going to learn, you have to make yourself uncomfortable to become comfortable. And that's what I did. And it's the same with this is only the third time I think I've spoke on a live call, and I am actually shaking and my mouth is incredibly dry. But I'm here doing it, because if I wasn't doing it, I would never be comfortable, and I couldn't grow my business that way. And social media, you have to learn to, like, I think the biggest take that I got from my personal development is other people's opinions are none of your business. And I say that to myself every single day, because I struggle every day with thinking about what people are going to think about me if I do this, or are they going to think my rolls, they're going to see my rolls or my stretch marks. I had 3 babies. Of course I have stretch marks. Who cares? So does 50 million other women out there, um so you just get out there and do it and practice. And I'm telling you, I guess my first post as a coach, oh my geez, it popped up in my memories and I almost cried. It was so horrible. And even our top coaches, like our leaders, they were sharing their first coaching post, and they're so funny. But look at them today. Like, every day you practice and you get better and you learn your flow and you learn how you talk, and just be yourself. So yeah, don't think of don't worry about what people think of you, because it's none of their business and it's none of your business what they think anyways, as long as you're happy and you're loving yourself and you're going for your goals that you set. And yeah, I think that's all I have for hesitations. Um, Who's next? I think I'm going to pass it on to Brittany. Is it? Are you next?
I am. So yeah, so I am going to talk a little bit about money, but before we get into that, I'm going to tell you a bit about me. So I am like the baby coach in the group, because I have only been coaching, I'm just going on a year. And I actually started my Beachbody, the original Beachbody journey, about 15 years ago, way back before Beachbody on Demand. It was when you ordered DVDs off late night infomercials. That was me. That's how I got started. So y'all probably haven't even heard of what I started with. It was Debbie Sieber's Slim in 6. And it is still on Beachbody on Demand. I still have the DVDs, and I can go word for word with her when we go through the workouts. So that's how I got started. That was in university. I dropped about 25 pounds with that program. I went all in with my nutrition with that program also. And yeah, Q 2020 and the year of COVID. So instead of the freshman 15 that everybody got, we all got the COVID-19, right? Like I know I did. Yeah, I was lucky enough that I was still employed full time, but my office place was closed. So I was the only one working. I was working from home. I was spending a lot of time at the computer, a lot of time and a lot of high stress with my employees who were all laid off, who I was trying to help. Yeah, and I put on the COVID-19, like it happened so quickly. And I was watching my cousin, who is now my coach, rock her journey. She's a mom of two. She was rocking shit on Facebook. And I'm like, oh my God. So she kept asking me. And then finally she asked on the right day. And I was like, okay, yes, I'm going to do this challenge group. But if I'm doing it, I want to all in it. So tell me about this coaching gig. Like, I want to know what it's about. So she invited me to a sneak peek, just like this. And I went on and like my fire was lit. I was so hooked right from that moment. I knew it was what I wanted to do. I knew I might not show up for me every day, but I knew that I could encourage and motivate and support other people and that I could do it for them and I could show up for them every day. And then she told me about the discount and I'm like, oh shit, like I've had Shakeology before and the discount is amazing. So, okay, I am definitely doing this coaching thing so I can get my discount and it's going to be fabulous. Then on the sneak peek, I found out about the income potential and I'm like, all right, this just keeps getting better. So the company loves to give back. They love to reward. Kat talked about recognition and how that's one of the things, one of the pillars of being a coach. And corporate does that for us too. So when you hit certain milestones, they just send you free shit in the mail. Like I love when I go to the mailbox and I'm like, oh my God, there's another box. What did I order? My husband now gets excited because he's like, did we order this one or is this one free? I'm like, no, this is free. So they love to reward. And then there is the money on top of that. So before I get into the perks of the money, I do have to cue the income disclaimer and I'm going to read it so I don't bugger it up. So Team Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. So now y'all know, so remember that throughout the whole thing. So another part I used to, and this was a hesitation for me, so I'm going to add to your hesitations. I thought talking about money and specifically talking about money that you earn from something like Beachbody was a bad thing. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't talk about it. And what I've come to realize over the last year is that lack of money, or when things get tough, or when you're worried about where your credit card payment is going to come from, or you want to go out for coffee with friends, but you don't know where that money is going to come from, it can lead to sleepless nights. It leads to tons of stress, fights with your spouse. Those are all things that are just not fun. It's hard on your mental health. And so by really not talking about the potential for income from Beachbody, not talking about it is actually the bad thing. That's what I have come to realize. And it's only been a year. So the number one way, or I'm going to go through all 4 ways, and I'm just going to touch really briefly on the 4 ways that we make money. You can't dig into it all in one evening. If you decide to keep going as a coach, your coach is going to help you. They'll guide you through it. It's not as scary as it sounds. So we're just going to quickly run through them. So the first way is the 25% direct commission that you get from sales. So if you sell a product or if you sell a Beachbody subscription, you get about a 25% commission. It's a little bit higher for a challenge pack, depending on the price of the pack, but that is the first way that you make money. It's the first way that you see that you make money. And when you start out as a brand new coach, that's what you're going to do. For me, I aimed for 3 people a month to sell a challenge pack. That way it paid for my Shakeology. And my theory was if I could pay for my supplements, help these ladies out, start to change their lives, that was good. Like I was so excited for it. So that's the number 1 way. Number 2 is what they call the team cycle bonus. So we are a binary business model, which basically means I am the coach, I am here at the top, and I am growing a team on my right leg, and I'm growing a team on my left leg. That's a binary model. So I am on my coach's right leg or left leg. I don't know which I'm on. I'm on her right or her left leg. She is on her coach's right leg or left leg. So I fall under my coach, my grandma coach, my great grandma coach, and so on and so on and so on. As I start to add people, they go on either my right leg or my left leg. And as they add people, they go on their right leg or left leg. When my coach adds somebody, ends up under me. You get it? Like it starts a big pyramid thing. That's how we work. So for the team cycle bonus, which starts when you are an emerald. So basically you strive to be an emerald and have a coach on each side with coaches. And then you hit it again and keep hitting it and keep hitting it to become diamond. And once you hit diamond, you want to just keep hitting diamond over and over and over again. And the company rewards you for this. So the first way that you'll make money in the team cycle bonus as an emerald is when one of your legs hits 100 and one of your legs hits 200 in team volume. So all of these people under you earn points as they, or accumulate, I guess, points as they purchase things. That equals one bonus cycle. And so our cycles run every week because we are paid every Thursday. So if you hit 200 and 100 in 1 week, that for me as an emerald is $14. So let's say this week I hit 800 and 400. That's 4 times 14. That's $56, or sorry, $56. And I haven't even sold anything. That's if I haven't sold the challenge pack. So that is just in team cycle bonus. So as you go up, it's 14 for an emerald, 16 per team cycle bonus for a ruby, and 18 for a diamond. And then that can just keep growing and growing. So as you hit the different ranks, there are ceilings that start, like for an emerald, I think it's $250 is the max you can get in bonuses a week, all the way up to $12,000 a week as at the top of the diamonds. $12,000 a week, guys, that's crazy in just bonus money. So that is the second way that we make money. So the more coaches that you mentor, the more people that you help, the more lives that you change, the more people that end up underneath of you, and the more ability you have to make money. So that is way number 2. So I know that sounds a little scary because there's a lot in it. And like I said, you'll totally get explained more as we go if you decide to explore it. And there's tons of resources in our coach office. But we'll move to way number 3. So way number 3 is what they call a matching bonus. So remember I said that everybody above you adds people, they end up under you. Those are all part of your team and your legs, but only the people you have put there are your personally sponsored coaches. So once you hit ruby, diamond, or star diamond, which remember I said if you hit diamond, you want to just keep hitting diamond over and over and over again, you become star diamond. So they actually receive a percentage, a matching percentage to any of their personally sponsored coaches that make money. So if a personally sponsored coach under you makes money and you are a ruby or a diamond or a star diamond, the company's going to say, hey, because you mentored this coach and you have helped them change lives, we're going to reward you for that too. So that's way number 3 that you can make money. The biggest thing that I hear from people is like, hey, I've heard about all these coaches that make crazy amounts of money. How is that possible? Can you tell me more about it? I've listened to our local coaches. We actually just had an income call, I think it was 2 weeks ago. And I was amazed to hear that even some of the people in my immediate area, like right here, not far away, these aren't people in the States, they're making 6 figures, you guys, and they've busted their butts and they've worked their asses off and they are building this business and they believe in it wholeheartedly and they're being rewarded for it. So the 4th way that you can make money is when you reach 2-star diamond, you become eligible for what they call a star diamond bonus. So basically what happens is every quarter, corporate says, hey, remember, we love to give back. So we are going to take 2% of our net revenue and we're going to divide it up and give it off to our diamonds just because we want to as a bonus. So I get a bonus at work. At Christmas, they normally write me like a $500 check. I'm excited. It sounds good. Wait till you hear these bonuses. So what they do is they divide it in 4 categories. So it starts at 2 diamond and above. Then if you've reached 2-star diamond and above. So then if you reach that and you make it to 5-star diamond, there is a 5-star diamond and above. But if you make it to 5-star, you're already in the 2-star and above category. So now you're 2-star and above and 5-star and above. If you make it to 10-star diamond, there is a 10-star diamond bonus and above. But if you're there, you're already in the 2-star and above and the 5-star and above, and now you're in the 10-star and above. And the 4th category is 15-star diamond and above. And 15-star is the highest you can get. And it can get a little more complicated. You can have multiple business centers when you reach certain things, but we're just going to talk about one. So as you go up, they take and they divide this 2%, and each category gets 0.5% of the net revenue. But remember, this is Beachbody. This is huge. This is worldwide. It's everywhere. It's insane. So I just listened to one of the big coaches from the US. His name's Scotty Hobbs. He's amazing. He was giving figures. It was about 2 years ago, I think, maybe a year and a half or 2 years ago, in US dollars. And guys, this is what he said. He said he, on average, sees 2-star diamonds and above that group receive between $900 to $1,200 per quarter. That's $4,000, a year. That's a huge bonus for working your buns off. 5-star and above who have already received, let's say this $900 to $1,200 US dollars. This isn't Canadian, US dollars. The 5-star and above ranges around $3,500 to $5,800 per quarter. Then he said 10-star and above, and remember guys, this is US freaking dollars, 10 to 12,000 per quarter. That's $40,000 a year in bonuses. That is not counting commissions. That is not counting team cycle bonuses. That is not counting matching bonuses. This is an addition. This is saying, hey, you worked your buns off. You inspired all these people. You've mentored. We're giving back to you. This is insane. At 15-star and above, he said ranges between 42 and 47,000 US dollars per quarter. So if you want to treat this like a business and you want to put things into it, you can get back what you put into it. So basically, this is what the income disclaimer from the beginning said, is that it all depends on your effort, diligence, and skills. So the more you put into this, the more you work, the more you get paid. That doesn't happen at most jobs. How many people do you know that work their asses off and are not compensated what they really deserve? This company, not like that. So one thing that I want you to remember about the business model is that it does take hard work. You do need to treat it like a business. You need to treat it seriously. You need to be passionate. You need to believe in this. And yes, you're going to make money. Hopefully that's part of it, but you're helping change people's lives. Kat said it. She said, you know, she's teaching her children and she's showing her daughters that there can be more. And so you're helping those women, but you're also helping the next generation. You're teaching them how to have healthy habits and showing them that it's okay to put yourself first, because that is normally frowned upon and that is not how it should be. So for the more people that you help and the more lives that you change, the money is just going to follow. It becomes kind of an added bonus to it. So it's not about selling a challenge pack. And another hesitation that I hear all the time is, I don't want to be salesy. Well, I don't want to be salesy either. I want to change your life. I changed mine and I freaking well know I can change yours. So let's do it together. So if you start thinking about helping people and changing people's lives, the more lives you change, the more money you make. So think big, dream big, write down your goals. It sounds so corny, but it's so true. I watched a documentary on Netflix. I'm a country bumpkin. I watched it today. It was on Dolly Parton. If you haven't seen it, for God's sakes, go find it. It's called Here I Am. And she said when she moved to Nashville at 18, she told them, I am going to be a star. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She knew she was worth it. And that's how you need to dive into this business. Know that you can do it. Believe in what you're selling, because you're selling a lifestyle. Your purpose as a coach is to help people live a healthier, more fulfilling lifestyle. And if you believe it, you can do it. So with that, I say let's change lives. Start with your life, change your life. And I'm going to pass it off to Katie, and Katie is going to wrap up our call this evening.
Oh my gosh, Brittany, you are a hard act to follow. And you know what I love with it? I've done a lot of sneak peeks, and I love that because in some that I have been on, like in the past as a younger coach, like when we go through what we do as coaches, it was very like, you know, we get up and we drink our shake and we make sure we work out. And it was really kind of like those tactical things. But I love that you really captured, you and Kat, the essence of what we do as coaches. And it is really, we put ourselves first. We fill our cups, we work on ourselves, we change our lives, we share about that, and it inspires other people to do it too. And then we get to help other people change their lives. So I love that you guys captured that like literally perfectly. All right, you guys, I just got back from the ball field. Like the game went like way over, so I feel super frazzled. The kids are upstairs, they're not asleep, but I'm just gonna pray that they don't interrupt here. All right, so my name is Katie. I have been coaching for 6 years. That is crazy to say, but I have. When I think about myself 6 years ago, this is not where I would have seen myself. That's for sure. I am a grade 3 elementary school teacher. I married my high school sweetheart. We have 3 little ones together. Life is busy, but it's great. So that's kind of just who I am, how I found coaching. So before I started coaching, I was getting rid of my social media. I thought it was pointless. I didn't use it. I always like would go to the gym and I was always active. So to see people like posting sweaty selfies, it made 0 sense to me. When I see people post their food pictures, I was like, why? Like, I don't care what you're eating. Like total mindset shift. I'm not like that anymore. But that was who I was. And I just never used social media. Like I thought it was, I just didn't. So I was actually getting rid of my social media. And I'm scrolling and it was Easter time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give it up for Lent. And then when Lent is done, I was just going to get rid of it completely. So I'm scrolling through and I stumbled upon my coach, Allie. She just signed up to be a coach and she did a free group. And it was on nutrition. And I knew that I've always struggled with nutrition. And I was like, and I like kind of went to keep scrolling. And then I saw 75 people wanted to do this free group. And so I'm like, you know what? Why not? So I commented and I reached out to her. I'm like, but listen, like I'm giving up my Facebook for Lent, like tomorrow. It was like super soon. So I can't and she's like, well, it might be kind of tricky, but we'll see what we can do. Anyways, whatever. I said, fine, I'll keep my Facebook, but I will only go into the group. And I did. Anyways, so I joined this free nutrition group. She gave me like a meal plan. You guys, I was instantly obsessed with the community. I couldn't believe it. Like I could not believe, I loved the meal plan, and I'm a picky eater. Like I am a very picky eater, but I loved the meal plan. I loved the meals. I loved how it like prepared me to buy my groceries because I had a list and I did my meal prep. So I learned a little bit about meal prepping, and then everybody was posting in there that we were all eating the same meals. And I just loved the accountability. I just felt, I loved it. Like I loved the community, and I loved that I was actually I got through a full week of eating well. I have the worst sweet tooth. Like, anyways, it was just mind blowing to me. So basically the rest is history. Like from there, she was like, I have a challenge group coming up. Do you want to join? And I said to my husband, like, okay, it was $164 for the challenge pack. And back then in the dinosaur ages, I feel like we got one DVD with one program on it. We didn't get a whole library with all the workouts. It was $164. And I was like, I think I'm going to join. And my husband's like, I don't think you need it for, your journey, but if you want to, then go ahead. Anyways, and I did. And so anyways, I dove right into the challenge group, got fantastic results. Allie was like, why don't you sign up with a coach account? And I was like, no. And she's like, well, you'll get a discount, and I'm super cheap as well. So I was like, okay, I actually do like supplements, so I do want the discount. And then literally like days later, she's like, you are a rock star in this challenge group. Like you are coaching. Why don't you just coach? And I don't know what it is, you guys. Like I said, I was getting rid of my social media. I didn't like posting this. When she asked me, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. it was really weird. Like I didn't have a whole lot of hesitations. I told my family, my brothers laughed at me. Like but I just felt so strongly about how I got started and how much I fell in love with the community that I don't know, I just did it. So that's kind of my story, I guess. And actually when I started, I just went back to work after having my first little guy and quickly, packed on the weight because I'm working full time. I'm a mom and I put myself in the back burner and I just felt really stuck. So this just finally, it felt like it was something for me. Cause like I said, I always used to go to the gym like with my husband, but it'd be on and off. And it was always, I would just kind of do whatever he was doing and I would just drink whatever supplements he gave me, but my nutrition was always terrible. So it was just, I feel like I found something that was for me that like really taught me about nutrition. And I just loved having that community. So that is my story. 6 years later, I am still doing it. So glad that I didn't actually get rid of my social media. So I want to talk to you guys first about what's next. So, you've heard about the hesitations, you've heard about what we do as coaches, you've heard a killer breakdown of how we earn income. I always say, like, when people are like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, it's like, no. We are a company that sells product. Absolutely. We sell supplements. We sell nutrition plans. We sell workouts, but we just have a kick-ass comp plan. That's it. That's it. Right. So you've heard about all of that. So now you're like, okay, you know what? I want to jump in. Like I am ready. Like I want to make a change. I want to jump in. So what are you going to do? The biggest thing you're going to do is reach out to the coach that invited you to this sneak peek. That's going to be your best bet because they'll be able to guide you in the right direction to find what option is best for you in reaching your goals. I actually have a new coach that just signed up last week and she went on the website and just signed up and she messaged me and she's like, I'm a coach. I signed up, but she ended up getting the wrong pack. So make sure, not the wrong pack, but she didn't get the new program. So make sure you do reach out to the coach who invited you here because she knows they know the packs and the best option for you and what you're looking for. So that's definitely what you want to do. But I will break it down for you in layman's terms, really, to make it quick. So you could sign up right now to become a coach. It's like a $49. And the reason why I don't know the exact price is because nobody ever picks this option, but it is an option. So you could sign up right now to be able to become a coach and just purchase like the coach fee. Again, it's like around $50. And then you are a coach. But typically what like the total solution is, because here's the thing, you learn about what we do as coaches and what we do is we work on ourselves, we share about it, we help other people. So if you're going to sign up to be a coach, you need to be working out. You need to be eating well, like following our nutrition plans, and you need to be, using our supplements because that's what is going to change your life. So the best option for you is to get the total solution pack. I'm going to call it, I guess. And it comes with a year supply of the workouts. It comes with, actually, I'm going to talk about our 645 one. So this is the pack that has our newest program included in it. So you get the workouts for 12 months, like a subscription for 12 months. You get access to our brand new program that just launched with Amwala Caesar. He is like an NBA trainer. He is amazing. If you watch The Bachelor or have Colton Underhill, he coached him. He was his trainer. Anyway, so you get access to his program. You get both nutrition plans. We have 2 different nutrition plans. They both are very different. And that's what I love the fact that you get both of them because then you can kind of see like one is more structured and it's more focused on like whole foods and portion control. The other one is more like flex eating and you follow some principles. So it's nice because they're very different, but they're both really great. So you get access to both of those. Plus you get a month's supply of supplements. So we have like our nutrient dense shake. We have our pre-workout, which I can't leave it out. We have our post-workout. We have creatine. We have a hydrate, which is like a healthy Gatorade basically. So that's so then you have a choice of those. So that's like the whole package. And when you buy that, it's $186 American, 186 Canadian or 160 American. When you purchase that, your coach fee is actually waived. So you sign up to be a coach for free. So what I love about that is it's not like you're paying a fee to become a coach. It's not like you're buying a whole bunch of inventory. You're signing up with product for yourself, your workouts, your supplements, your nutrition plans, and then you get to be a coach for free, right? I love that. I love that. There's never any like overhang. We never have to buy a bunch of stock. We never have to have a whole bunch of stuff on hand so people can try. Like that's not how it works with us. Well, with me anyways, with any coaches really. And then once you sign up as a coach, every month you have a coach fee, which is $18 and some change. I'm just going to say $20 Canadian. And that's what you pay. You pay $20 a month to be a coach. That gives you 25% off all of our products. And then that $20, like say coach fee also populates your like online website and all those service fees and stuff like that. So that's that. So that is the best route because again, like you get the workouts, you get the supplements, you get the nutrition plan. So then when you are sharing about this and you got a girlfriend or a cousin or a mom that wants to sign up, you can give her a legit, genuine review because you're using those things. You've tried the workouts, you've tried the supplements, and you can say like, here's the deal on them, right? So that is, so yeah, so there's two different ways you can sign up with just a coach account for $50, or you can just buy the pack and get all everything that you're going to need. And then the coach fee is waived. So I'm going to end here for a minute and just talk to you guys really quickly about, so Jacqui did an incredible job talking about the hesitations because I've been coaching for 6 years, you guys. I hear these hesitations all the time. I don't have time because I'm busy and we're all busy. And I get that. Like I really do. And when you are really busy, the thought of throwing something else on your plate is crazy. It's insane. It's like, I can't handle anything else. I am way too busy. But what I always say is, what if that thing that you put on your plate actually lightens your load? Like, what if that extra thing you add in actually makes you feel more alive than you have felt in a long freaking time? Because that's what it's done for me. And I know it's done for Brittany and Kat and Jacqui, right? And when you really love your work, like when you love hopping on your Zoom calls and chatting with the girls and working with the girls, and you love going to events, it doesn't feel like work, right? So it is technically putting more on your plate, but when you love it, it's not a big deal to do, right? So we've covered all of those hesitations, and we have felt them. You know, I was getting rid of social media. I hated social media, but because of personal development, it made me really dig deep into what I wanted in life. And I realized, you know, social media really isn't that bad. And when I scroll through my social media and I see all the girls showing up in their workouts, Kat is 38 weeks pregnant, like due to pop, and she is crushing a workout. I clap. Do you clap too, Hannah? Like it, you know, I just had a total mind shift. In terms of, you know, what I appreciate now, and little things like sweaty selfies and food pictures. I appreciate those things now. You know, I love seeing those things now because it just means that my circle on my social media, so my circle, those people that I've surrounded myself with, they are also working really hard at bettering themselves. They are also working really hard at fueling themselves. So, you know, you're going to have those hesitations. You're going to worry about what other people think. It's natural. You know, we're human. But at the end of the day, I don't want you to look back and say, like, the only reason why I didn't do it is because I was worried what other people think. So, like, I always say, like, don't be afraid, you know, of failure, but be terrified of regret. Like, be terrified of that. Because you don't want to look back and think, what if, you know? And that brings me to the very last hesitation I want to talk about, because, you know, you all might be like, okay, yeah, I can get over what other people think and I'm going to fit the time in, but I still have this one that we haven't really addressed yet. And it's, what if I suck? What if I fail? Right? Like, trying something new, stepping out of your comfort zone is hard, you guys. It's hard. And like, what if you aren't any good at it? But here's the thing. What if you are? Like, what if you are really good at it? Can you imagine if you didn't try it because of fear? Like, you could be great at this. So I come back to that quote where, you know, don't be afraid of failure. Don't. But gosh, be so dang terrified of regret. And one more thing I want to say, I loved all these like little quotes, but one more thing I want to say, and I heard it in a training that I did a while ago, and it was talking about like, you know, our lives are just made up of us just, you know, like kind of going through the motions and living our lives. And every once in a while, you may hear like one thing that just changes your life, right? Like you may hear one thing that changes everything for you. And maybe you've heard it before, but it's just that one time you're in that room, you know, and you hear that one thing and it's like a ding, 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 like an aha moment, and it changes your life. The thing is, you guys, you got to be in the room to hear it, right? So I hope, and Kat hopes, and Brittany hopes, and Jacqui hopes, and we hope that this is the room tonight for you, where you've heard something that made you go, you know what? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to make a change. I'm ready to try it. You know, I'm ready to start this and then look back and be so dang proud of myself that I tried it. So we hope there was something here that you heard that's, you know, going to change everything for you, because it did for us. It really, really, really did for us. So that is all I have, you guys. If you have any questions at all, you can post them in the event. Actually, that would probably, or reach out to the coach. And again, I want to thank you for showing up tonight, because my gosh, or watching the recording, if you're watching the recording, because like I said, I know we're all busy. Like I was scrambling and stressing at the ball field because we're just so dang busy. But that's the beauty of this business. It's, you know, I can sit here in a ball cap and, you know, not worry about not looking professional. All right. That is all I have. Pat, do you have anything else? Brittany, Jacqui, do you guys have anything else?
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of all you ladies tonight. Like
I
we've
know.
all just like, it's just I love this community so much. Our team are a bunch of friggin' rock stars. And yeah, even though like I was saying earlier, like got a 5-day-old downstairs, but this business works on our schedule. She's sleeping, she's chilling with my mom, and we just crush it on our own schedule. And so I'm so glad I'm so glad for everyone who's taken some time to tune in and or watch the recording, because this business has been life-changing for us, and we are so excited for the start that you guys take too.
Yes.
Okay, have a good night.
Awesome. Bye, guys.
Bye.